Hi, my name is Dr. Saif. Today I will discuss about a very important and commonly asked question, that how to prepare for DM Critical Care Medicine course. In fact, DM or DNB in Critical Care Medicine both are very difficult courses, and that is why an entrance exam, that is NEET super specialty, is conducted every year, and also AIIMS Delhi and AIIMS Bhubaneswar, Rishikesh and various other branches of AIIMS also conduct the same course, entrance exam, and that is quite difficult to crack because the seats are very limited, and that is why I thought let's prepare a video for our aspirants who are from various specialties like medicine, anesthesia and pulmonary medicine, okay, and so that they get some help from this video to prepare for DM Critical Care Medicine. So this was the question which was asked before on my post, that is Quora, a platform where I usually answer various questions, and quite popular website. And this was the question, that how do I go for DM Critical Care Medicine, and where should I do it, and when the forms are out, what is the syllabus for this course, if DNB is better, or so these are the questions asked from a MD anesthesia resident from Maulana Azad Medical College, Delhi. So I answered this question in very detail, and you can find the answer on Quora. So let me tell you this important fact, that DM or DNB Critical Care Medicine is a 3-year long course, and it requires utmost dedication and seriousness and determination. Okay, so you have to be very serious about this course, as well as you should have a passion and interest in critical care medicine subject. Okay, then only you can target to crack this entrance exam, that is NEET super specialty exam, and without required interest and passion you cannot crack this entrance exam. And even if you crack this exam, entrance exam, you won't be feeling good while doing this course, because this course requires a lot of core activities and a lot of time and dedication and stress, so many things. So that is why you should prepare your mind first before opting to go for this course. Okay, so passion, determination, perseverance, then only you can plan for this course entrance exam, and that plan should have a goal oriented flow chart, that is approach, and later you should be able to execute the plan. So that is what preparation needs. Okay, so I have prepared a very nice thing, that is a flow chart or DM preparation. So during post graduation, so this will be applicable for even DM in cardiology or DM in cardiac anesthesia or any other specialty. So during PG, when you are doing MD or DNBs or post graduation, you should be able to devote your 50% of study time to that particular subject of super specialty. Okay, so take more interest to read the books, and also cover the same thing in your clinical rotations in that department. Okay, so for as far as theory part is concerned, there are various books available in the market, but you know the books become old and they are released in editions infrequently. They are not getting released every year, so they are not very latest. So you require latest information to crack the exam. So that is why the review articles, the latest review articles in last 5 years should be read and about the various topics in that subject. Then the journals, you should read journals for the understanding of clinical trials and the findings from the trials and the limitations and all those things, so that could be asked in exam. Then there are various web resources for preparation. So I would be speaking on all these various subheads in the next part of this video. I am not going to cover this in this video. Then the practical part. So practical part is prepared by more time spent in ICU, more discussion with the mentor, and clinical duties. So don't go away from duties. So you cannot just read, study and crack the exam. You have to have the clinical orientation in that subject, so that the examiner would be interested to test your ability to diagnose the case, to treat the case, to approach the case, because ultimately you are going to do that in your 3 years course. Okay, so that's quite important. At least you should know the basics of the treatment. So for that, you have to discuss the problems, various critical care problem with your mentor or the faculty in the critical care. That is quite important. So you should designate a few important people in your department and senior faculty with whom you can discuss the case, you can ask questions. So raising doubts is very important during your clinical rotation when you are approaching a case. That's very important. And any interesting case, at least index cases, you should be able to keep a logbook, and you should be able to perform few procedures also, the basic procedures of critical care, and keep a logbook of same. So that is how you are going to do during your post graduation, giving more impetus on theory and less impetus on practical part, because that is not possible to give full impetus on practical part, because you have to do other things also apart from the critical care medicine. But after post graduation, if you are not able to crack, you could not crack the NEET super specialty, then don't get disheartened. Join as SR or PDCC in any academic institute or a big corporate hospital where there is some good environment and research activity and academic activity, all those things, and fully devote yourself all time to study and clinical practice. Okay, so both are important. As I said, even during post graduation and after post graduation, both phases, the clinical part is equally important to crack the NEET super specialty. So what are you going to do in theory part? The same thing which you are going to do, which you have done already in post graduation, but you will be reading more of the review articles. You will be giving more time to read the landmark trials from the journals, and you will be spending more time in searching the web resources, okay, using the web resources. But the practical part is more interesting after post graduation, because you will be having a lot of time in that sub-specialty. So you can present the cases, you can discuss the cases with the faculty and colleagues. Then you can present journal clubs for better understanding how to clinically appraise the articles and research. Then you can have seminars also. Okay, you can present seminars, symposiums on various topics. You can attend the conferences where you could get more knowledge. Okay, so all these activities would definitely help you to orient in and also to maintain the focus into the specialty. You will gain more experience, and you will gain more passion. You will develop more interest in this specialty. That's quite important. But remember, however old habits die hard, as you have done already NEET UG and NEET PG preparation, don't rely too much on MCQs. Okay, MCQ, yes, 75% of time can be invested in MCQ, solving MCQ, but don't rely too much on them, because ultimately if you rely so much, and then major part would be left untouched. Okay, that's not good. इतना ज़्यादा MCQ पे भरोसा ना करें.